What's up, everyone? Aaron Martinez here, Director of Struggle Beyond the Decade. Today I wanted to start a blog for my website to talk about an important issue right now. As this dialogue continues, and you know what I do with Struggle Beyond the Decade is about research and development of this dialogue and to help have some crisis resolved within the veteran suicide crisis that is ongoing at 22 a day. And that's just the number that we have forecasted based on some results from earlier polls, and we're yet to see if this number is actually decreasing or not. But as that continues, one of the things that has been brought up to my attention, and that I've kind of seen over the last over some recent times here, is seeing that I discuss and I talk about the topics of this crisis. One of the things that's important is that we use the proper terminology and the dialogue that is not found offensive or even damaging further the people that are in the crisis. And it's not just those that are in the crisis of PTSD or depression or suicidal ideations or thoughts. It's also about the family members that are left behind with this to deal with us in their own atmosphere, their own world. So I think having some sensitivity to those things is something that maybe we should ask them. So if you're on here and you're following Struggle Beyond the Decade, you're on the website and you're following this blog, I would please ask you to drop a comment about how you feel about this topic, especially if you've dealt with suicide yourself. Now, the reason this is brought up to my attention is because someone had brought it up to my attention that perhaps maybe using the words committed suicide is not the proper way to speak about when dealing with someone that has ended their own life. Now, we know that this dialogue transfers just outside of the veteran community, and when we're talking about those who make medical choices that are terminally ill to end one's own life. Some of the other ones is with the physician-assisted death, medical aid by dying. When I know that when people are taking their own life or ending their own life by suicide, that doesn't fall under those circumstances, but it is kind of in the same realm. So these discussions have been made with alternative ways of dying. So, and some can look at people that are dealing with PTSD or deep depression like that as almost being terminally ill. They're dealing with something that has brought them to a point of illness that they can no longer live out the duration of their life, so they choose a quicker way to end so. So this is an important topic for me as I continue my mission with Struggle Beyond the Decade and reaching out to the veteran community. So I want to make sure that since I do speak to a lot of family members, I speak to a lot of surviving spouses and family members of these veterans. So I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing and that I'm continuing to help others and not cause any harm to the dignity of those that are dealing with this, especially in the aftermath. So please check out this blog here. Leave your comments in here so we can help change this dialogue together. Thank you.